aliens here. One of them was a bad motherfucker.
That tower's still sending people to the other side. If we act quick enough, we can launch a rescue op before... You want to tell me what's going on here?
I asked the lab to devise a test to root out any more infiltrators. We're testing everyone going in or out of the base. Take them to quarantine.
Too bad about the Silva. Huh, Falk?
Heinrich has isolated one of Mosaic's imperative commands. To humans, it's simple noise. But to an outsider, so much more. Proceed, Doctor. He's reacting.
That shouldn't be happening.
Higher!
I am William...
William
Carter!
Agent Carter, I'm sorry to be the one to break this to you.
Where's Julia?
While you were away, there was an accident.
What? Bullshit. What accident?
A fire. At your house in Arlington. Julia and Richard.
Unfit for duty. You're drunk, Agent. Go home and sleep it off.
Jules. Buried before I could say goodbye.
This is your third disciplinary hearing, Agent.
Let me go.
You got me, Will.
Let me help them. Let me go. Let me go.
Sound.
Awake now, are we?
Yeah. He convinced I'm human yet?
You're alive, aren't you?
Something like that.
Well, you should be fine. The director left an order to send you to talk to him as soon as you woke up. I wouldn't keep him waiting.
Support engineer recon. Design from all attacks. Nice.
I'm scared, honey, honey. Hello? Can anybody hear me? Anybody? Am I dead? Isn't there supposed to be something? Is someone out there? Who's there? Who are you? Honey? No. Help. Somebody help.
That was disturbing. Oh.
Doctor, how are the... Let's talk... Any... That's sweet. What is you... Any... We... All the... We're...
And yes, I did get to talk to Jump. We created a character together and she is ready to play next time.
So, the lockdown situation is over. Big deal. I just don't see the difference.
Right. I mean, whoop-de-doo, the doors might be open, but where is there to go?
5 minutes out there and you're gonna find yourself right back under the ground.
At least we're buried alive.
All base personnel, with the development of effective infiltrator screening test by Dr. Dresner and Dr. Wire. Yeah, she told me. I can announce that we have now completed a full test of base personnel. I'm happy to announce that you are all human and our security lockdown can be lifted somewhat. However, we cannot afford to become complacent. Any staff that returns to the base will subject to another screening, and base management reserve the right to perform random mandatory screening as necessary. As before, all screenings will be accompanied by at least 2 armed guards. We thank you for your vigilance. With your assistance, we shall preserve. Director Falky.
Careful in that firing range. Just got it fixed up again.
Oh, sure we don't have any spies. We can go.
Seen anything interesting in the field?
You know how it is. Rampaging alien hordes, bolts of deadly blue plasma, walking death machines from another world. All in a day's work.
You make it sound like an issue of Captain Thunderbolt.
I don't have to try very hard.
What the hell has Falk so paranoid?
You mean more paranoid than usual? Doesn't trust anybody but Weaver. God knows why.
Weaver's always been a good agent. Certainly better than you.
Except I'm not the one getting into screamy matches with the old man, am I?
We're done here.
I don't know how anyone could have mistaken you for an alien. They have better senses of humor.
Agent of Gem. Battlefield experience from Korean War. He made this agent proficient tactical solution with storming enemy head. No, actually, wait. Yeah, let's wait. Let's wait by that. You seem to have a leak. Right there. In a water supply. Yeah, okay, just leaving it be.
I keep thinking that elevator's gonna open up and my Maple's gonna come walking in. It's just not happening, buddy. No way, no how. But it could, you know? One of the rescue teams might find her. Sorry, buddy. I don't want you to get your hopes up. Yeah, I know.
Let's see if we can find the firing ring.
Another infected. William, could I have a word with you?
We need to talk about that test of yours.
My most sincere apologies for what happened at your screening, William. But as you can see, we have a more pressing matter at the moment. This man is infected.
That's never happened in the base before. Or is this another unexpected side effect of your test, Doc?
Nein. I'm quite sure this is from an outside source. But I need your help to find out where, and to do it without causing a panic.
This agent's turning into a sleepwalker, and I've seen how that goes. Unless you found a cure, I don't see how you're gonna help.
It's not a cure, but it may be the first step.
Well, what is it?
I have discovered a way to detect sleepwalker infections at an early stage, before the symptoms present. It will let us treat the subjects earlier, or at least get a better understanding of their conversion process.
Another test, Doctor?
Not to fear, William. This time you will be the one performing the test. And quietly, if at all possible.
The last thing we need is an infection scare.
Precisely. Thankfully, the detective will find any infected within a large area. Here, check in operations, engineering, the main lab, the briefing room, and the hangar. That should cover the base.
And if I find any other infected?
Send them to see Dr. Hera. I will meet you there, and perhaps we can help these men.
During the screening, it felt like my head was going to explode. Any idea what happened?
I have no idea. Perhaps it was some resonance from your earlier exposure to the alien artifact. Tell me, how did it feel?
Like someone was inside my skull using a hammer, trying to break free. It was all I could do to stay conscious.
Yes. And you said something, too. Your name? Perhaps your rank as well?
Hell if I know. For a few seconds, it was all just a red haze.
Well, I am glad you are with us again, my friend.
You said that noise during the screening was something from Mosaic. How did you discover that?
Dr. Veer has been examining the device removed from our captive infiltrator. It would appear that this is how they receive commands from their Mosaic network.
So they're radio operated?
Not quite, but it seems to give them a sort of subconscious connection to a larger command hierarchy.
And you used the command for attack. You couldn't pick something safer, like dance?
Our control is too crude for specific commands, only general urges. When violence is a very common response, William.
I'll be on my way.
As you say. But if you would like, I have some experiments I could perform on the...
No. I'll check for infected, but I've spent quite enough time as your guinea pig for today, Doc. No infected here, at least.
I caught one of them wandering the halls last night.
Carter, the Silver and us used to have a drink or two after hours. After what happened, we figured you could use a bottle to yourself.
Here's to you, Nico. Rest in peace.
Can I take my hat?
All right, boys. Get your gear in order and gather around.
This gonna be another rescue cakewalk, sir? Or are we gonna see some action?
Nothing so boring this time, Kinney. No. This time we're going into the belly of the beast.
All right. It's about time.
Some of those sleepwalkers are congregating at a tower out in New Mexico. We're gonna find out why and shut them down.
You sure we won't catch anything being around all those sleepwalkers?
You just worry about us getting into that tower. Alive.
Yes, sir.
This is going to be an extended stay, investigating the area, finding a point of entry, and infiltrating. We're going to keep a low profile until we can strike.
Less John Wayne and more James Bond?
That's the spirit. If we're lucky, we might even find a cure for the sleepwalkers.
Is that even possible?
Hell if I know, but we gotta hope, right? Otherwise, why are we still fighting?
Can I talk to you?
I heard Weaver had a thing for this Silva. Was real broken up about what happened to him.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
You're not looking so good, Agent. Get to the infirmary.
Huh? Why?
Just get moving. Now.
Who's gonna be the new Bravo team leader?
Normally, I would have guessed Agent Weaver. But no way the director's gonna put her in charge after the shit she just pulled.
Yeah, not after the shit she just pulled.
I don't know.
Heard about your little welcome home party, Carter. Glad to see you're still in one piece.
I'm gonna have to go eat, and when I get back, I will continue. Okay, autopsy report. Silicoid. The silicoid, or simply blob, is an enigmatic creature. It is composed of uniformly similar semi-solid silicon-based material, with no evidence of connective material or anything resembling controlling or processing centers. However, when an electric charge is applied to the substance, it can form shapes, constrict, or even respond to external stimuli. However, this activity can be ceased by disrupting the material's cohesion, most readily through violent trauma. While such abstract technologies prove difficult to fully understand, we may be able to control and direct it on our own terms, as well as developing further uses for silicoid material.
I gotta say, I was pretty relieved when I passed that Kraut's test.
You were afraid you were an alien?
Not exactly. More like I was afraid the test would say I was an alien. I don't think it was the kind of test you get to take twice.
Officer, is the prisoner behaving himself?
Huh? Oh, yes. He's been quiet.
Something on your mind?
Sorry, Carter. It's just... I've had a lot on my mind recently.
What's wrong? Must be pretty important to bother a trooper like you.
It's my girl back in Iowa. She's been taking care of some survivors in a big farmhouse, and she sends transmissions every day, but...
But what?
Latest transmission, she sounded really tired. And, said she found traces of black goo on her pillow.
Shit. I'm sorry.
They're already sending a team to recover as many of them as possible. I just hope she gets back here in time.
How's our friendly local infiltrator doing?
He's been pretty quiet since you had a talk with him. Almost like he's meditating or something. But I couldn't say what's going through his head.
Our last talk was rather revealing. Any chance I could talk with him again?
I don't recommend it. But if you go in there, we'll have witnesses on hand to make sure the person who walks out is still you.
Better than having to take that test again. Is this going to affect your duties?
No. No, sir, not at all.
See that it doesn't. Remember who you're guarding here. Be careful, Rose. A distracted guard is a dead guard. Either get over it, or get a replacement.
Yes, sir. It won't be a problem, sir.
And, good luck.
Welcome back, William Carter. It is pleasant to see a familiar face.
You're in a good mood for a prisoner of war?
As are you. Which means you have recovered a phase plotter. So you plan to go through with your suicidal attack?
You must know something about Axis. If we go after him, what should we expect?
Axis? The Primarch. You are an ambitious creature, William Carter.
Axis, Primarch, whatever you call him.
He is wise and patient. There is a reason Mosaic called him to lead. Do you think it a coincidence that your planet fell so quickly to him?
He's not that smart. We've already tracked him down.
Of course you have. He will let you come to him and then he will destroy you. This is suicide, William Carter.
What are you called?
You do not understand how Mosaic functions. When we are connected, we are Mosaic. Individual names are unimportant.
You're not connected anymore. What do you call yourself now?
I do not know. I have never been concerned with it.
Maybe you should. Help us win, and I'll call you whatever you want. So, you really want to see the end of Mosaic? Tell us where they're taking the sleepwalkers, and how do we cure them?
I would not know. I am a warrior, not a scholar. I do not know if it can be cured.
We'll see. Stick around.
Do I have a choice?
Of course not.
Be cautious, William Carter.
exactly is that noise you use in the test?
It's a special frequency that mimics their Mosaic command signals by...
What, like a dog whistle?
Sure. A really complicated dog whistle.
What is going on in there? Weird Dresner screening protocol. Director Falke, after much study of the Mosaic communication device extracted from the infiltrator in November, Dr. Dresner and myself have made progress in understanding the nature of outsider communication. This leads to our practical application for security screening by playing a combination of tones, one at approximately 4 kHz and the other at exactly 18.25 kHz. We appear to be able to react to Mosaic violence imperative. Any outsider exposed to this will be overwhelmed with sensation of aggression and panic, regardless of condition and disguise. However, to humans, this combination merely produces a high-pitched hum, and perhaps a certain sensation of movement. Note, this tone must be administered carefully, as the human eyeball has a resonant frequency of 18.98 Hz. So a poorly adjusted tone can cause pain, headaches, and temporary visual hallucination. Details of research are attached. We trust this assignment in your security screening. Dr. Ellen Weir. Have two people
If we make it through this.
Don't even start.
No, really. If we pull through, this technology's gonna change the world.
Got some news for you. It already did.
Well, doctors, got yourselves a new toy?
I assure you, the Illyrium coil transfer rifle is no toy. What I mean to say is that we are testing a potential weapon for Mr. Barnes.
Don't we already have access to the outsider's weaponry? Have you improved on it?
There is always room for improvement, Carter. Always a smoother transfer mechanism, or a more advantageous dispersal pattern to search for.
And you've just gotta find it, don't you?
Or die trying. So to speak.
I don't know. It's gonna be hard to fit that into a holster.
Yes, very funny. But once we test the fundamentals, we can work on the miniaturization.
And it'd still be useful?
Oh yes. By combining our ballistics know-how with the enemy's energy weapons, we are on the cusp of a new horizon in weaponry.
Combining alien technology and our own. Interesting. How does this monstrosity work?
It's very simple, really. Imagine a Tesla coil, only with its voltage focused through a charged Illyrium ballistic delivery system.
In English?
It's a lightning cannon.
I can see how that would be useful. You need any help testing it out?
We were hoping you would ask. Our usual assistant seems to have disappeared again. Not literally disappeared, mind you. No, of course not. That never happens.
You were saying?
Yes, the machinery is in position. Just press the button and stand clear. And try not to disappear.
That's all I need to know.
Yes, I'm sure you will be a great help. Only appropriate that a field agent be involved. And all that.
If you'd be so kind as to press the button on the device, we can continue testing.
I'm not sure that's gonna be much use in the field, doctors.
Oh dear.
Let me just adjust the discharge levels. Yes, try it again.
That looks more like it.
Quite satisfactory. but I believe we can do better.
Increasing power levels again. Try now.
I think you've still got some problems to iron out, doctors.
Is everyone all right?
Better than all right. Did you see the yield? Off the charts.
It's a miracle we weren't killed. Fantastic!
What have you got on the drawing board today, Doc?
Oh, the usual. A few weapons you brought in, some subsystems for the Avenger, and a couple of side projects for when we rebuild society.
It's a bit early to talk about rebuilding society, but I'm curious to see what you got.
It's nothing much, but, well, I've been examining what little we could recover from the Outsider seeds. Imagine if we could replicate them.
That would certainly make it easier to rebuild, all right.
Yes, indeed. Why, America could use them to build refugee shelters, revitalize devastated areas, maybe even expand and colonize into ex-Soviet territory.
I think you're getting a little ahead of yourself.
Of course, other nations may mistake this for continued alien attack, but the great thing about these seeds is that they could create bunkers and military fortifications, as well as...
Doc.
Oh, sorry.
How's the Avenger coming?
Slowly, but surely. Dr. Weir's been installing the Vengate, and considering the stresses the Avenger would face, we had to reinforce its hull significantly.
I'm still impressed it can get off the ground at all.
Isn't Dr. Dresner's Omni-propulsion system astounding? In fact, if we could channel its energy into a single target, I suspect we could achieve a kinetic impact equivalent to...
Snap out of it, Doc. One thing at a time. Got any new weapons for the field?
Murphy and I have had a lot of luck with what you've recovered, but it's not exactly easy to hybridize their designs with our own.
Seemed to work well enough for the Avenger.
To be perfectly honest, we couldn't have done that without Dr. Weir's genius. Although, he seems to have some ethical disagreements with munitions development.
I've got other business to take care of. Good luck, Doc.
Yes, of course.
Agent, you need to report to the infirmary.
What? But I feel fine.
Don't argue with me. Just report to the infirmary now.
Autopsy report. Outsider elite. The elites are heavily armed and shielded ground troops in the outsiders' forces, and combined peak physical development of their species, advanced tactical training, and a vicious ferocity that can surprise even trained field agents. Elites are equipped with shield, automatic weapons, and grenades, and often work in conjunction with multiple outsider grunts and a commander. Elites appear to be veterans of many previous outsider conquests, and different specimens often carry small trophies of their past campaigns. If we successfully repel this invasion, our analyst will have a lifetime of work. Studying these fragments to learn about the outsiders' military history and the other species of our galaxy. Lab notes, Dr. Weir. While we have yet to be able to intercept or fully understand the degree of the mosaic communication, we have proven that we can crudely simulate the most basic imperatives with a combination of infrasound and high-frequency tones. We believe there is a third tone that acts to refine the imperatives, but we have yet to isolate its frequency. If that is indeed the fashion in which it is transmitted, currently we have only found one imperative that can be reliably broadcast: primal aggression. I suspect the emotion's simplicity is the reason it can be broadcast with only 2 frequencies.
Carter, you hear Weaver and Falk screaming at each other earlier? I've never seen those two disagree like that.
I want you to check and double check everything.
What's
If you went over it,
Just
go over it again.
checking the
and
area for
again,
safe
just to be
working
sure.
conditions.
Carter,
All
you'll never
clear.
believe what we found. We caught a spy sneaking into the Avenger. A damn spy. Here.
Shit. Did he do any damage?
Don't think so. We're double checking. But I think we got him before he could do much.
Another outsider infiltrator. God damn it.
Not an outsider. A Russian. We get attacked by aliens, and we still have to keep our eyes open for Reds. Those commie bastards never give up.
Huh. A Russian agent here. I should talk to him. He might be useful.
You've got to be kidding. A Russian? As soon as Falk gives the word, the only thing that spy will be useful for is target practice.
Cool it, Barnes. I want to see what he has to say. Right now, being human matters more than being a commie.
Fine. He's in the foreman's office. But I still think you should just put a bullet in his head.
Here to talk with the Russian? Seems like a lost cause to me, but good luck.
Почему ты здесь? Вранье ищи. Пытание?
Ну, если ты это хочешь, я думал, мы поговорим. Я думал, что найду русского здесь. Как вы узнали об этом месте?
Мы все видим. Нас здесь больше, чем ты даже представляешь. Ваша охрана просто причальная.
Да, я начинаю соглашиваться с вами.
Вы убьете меня?
Я не знаю, если вы заметили, но холодная война отменена. У нас гораздо серьезнее гроза. И у вас тоже.
Пришельцы? Да, я слыхал эту историю. Вы думаете, что я совершенно глупой?
Слушай, я был там, вверху. Все правда. Половина мира мертвая, а другая половина зараженная. Не может быть, что только нас ударили. Я обещаю, что твоим друзьям сестер так же плохо, как и здесь. Но если какой-либо из них все еще жив...
Да это просто смешно. Как ты можешь это доказать, а? Голоса по радио и подделанные фотки? Скажи мне, почему я должен верить в твою сказку?
У меня нет времени для этого. Теперь готов слушать.
Штирлиц, ты хочешь говорить? Тогда разговаривай, а я буду слушать.
Убийство у вас будет траты. Кто знает, как долго ты здесь скрывался? У тебя есть таланты, нам нужны агенты. Эти посторонние не только американская проблема.
Ты думаешь, это сработает? Ха. Ты слабый. Вы все слабые.
Даю тебе предложение. Я пошлю тебя на палубу. Сам можешь убедиться. Если то, что говорю, верно, вы работаете на меня. Если нет, Вы можете отбить на Кубу.
Если я не позволяю себя обманывать?
Что ты заботишься? У вас будет оружие. Вы будете отсюда. Так или иначе, вы не будете моей проблемой.
Ладно. Дай мне увидеть этих пришельцев для себя.
Довольно иметь вас на борту.
Hope you don't mind me listening in, but I think you did the right thing. We need all the help we can get.
That commie is something, but I think he's gonna come around.
You can't trust him, Carter.
Well, it's humans against aliens right now, not Americans against Russians. I need someone to take him out to see what the aliens have done firsthand.
If you say so. I'll set up a recon mission. Let's just hope he remembers who the good guys are.
Nice.
Here you had a grand old time with Falk.
Ah, it was swell.
Could be worse. They kept me in detention for an hour while they were cleaning up the testing room after your little shindig.
Did anyone attack you?
Guess you win. What's on your mind?
So what's happening with the Sky Rangers?
After I saw that Titan, I had the whiz kids in the lab adapt some of the Avenger designs for our old ships.
What sort of changes are we talking about?
Nothing revolutionary, but the Sky Rangers will be faster, stronger, and more durable.
And we're sure the new technology will be safe in the field?
Only one way to find out, Carter.
How's the Avenger looking?
Almost finished from what I hear. If the final product handles anything like the early tests, it'll be the smoothest ride of your life.
As long as it gets the job done.
You just get the location from Axis, and the Avenger and I will get you there.
I'll let you get back to it.
Will do. I'll have this bird ready for the next trip before you know it.
You heading outside? Not much left to see out there.
Hey, you hear about Fredrickson? Turns out he was a plant all along. Caught him just in time.
Sit down and try not to breathe on anyone.
But,
No buts. Save your energy.
Ah, William. I think you may have caught them just in time.
What's the prognosis, Doc? Can you cure them?
I am a physicist, not a physician. I will study them, however.
These three agents were all on the same mission together, weren't they?
Yes. Perhaps you've uncovered something even more interesting. If we can retrace their steps at their last mission, perhaps we can find the source of the infections. It may even lead to the cure.
Or we might just end up with another sleepwalker.
It is a risk, yes. But one that may save thousands, tens of thousands of lives. The choice is yours, William.
Sleepwalkers, there's money. That is going to bug me if I don't get that one. Study of the limited sample of Titan material collected by the intrepid XCOM agent shows many shared properties with the substance consisting silicoids. While the Titans, the silicoids are themselves sentient and can be regarded as living or merely example of highly advanced technology remain uncertain. Titans are massive airborne enemies capable of shifting both space and functions. Field agents are strongly advised to find hardened cover when the Titans shift into distinctive O-shaped firing form, although this does expose what appears to be vulnerable control core.
Hey, you hear about Ferguson? Guy was a bit of a klutz when he came here, but he's really helping out. Said he owes you big, Carter.
It's another dispatch mission. Ooh. Okay, select a mission from the list of XCOM projects. View intel from across the country. Ascent agents. Dispatch assignment. No, I want to go in here. New. Deluge, Portland, Oregon. News from the front. Operation Portland, Oregon reports rumors that the nearby town of Vanport City has been destroyed by flooding after a breach in the dike holding back the nearby Columbian River. Some reports mention strange new construction in the area, possibly responsible for the breach, but they all agree on one fact: no survivors has been found of the town of 40,000 residents. Terror on the River, Memphis, Tennessee. Rumors spread of a mysterious watchtower being constructed in the nearby village of Blytheville, prompting the National Guard to build a makeshift defense perimeter around the city of Memphis. Meanwhile, some claim that strange black sludge have been seen floating in the Mississippi River, sometimes moving against the current. Oh? Feed the Drake Mainland, Sleepwalker research. An isolated team of army scientists at the national most advanced biological weapon facility have barricaded themselves in the laboratory as they research the Sleepwalker infection. Our operatives have been unable to observe the progress, as they are extremely secretive and paranoid of potential infiltrators, even refusing delivering of food and supplies from the outside. Okay. Point blank pack. Enemies attack, the clones rate change more damage. Your work have tracked outbreak of sleepwalker infection XCOM agents to recent long-term recon mission in this town. Send a team to retrace their steps and isolate the source without becoming another victim. Right. Just taking a little bit. And Sinclair. Launch. I don't know that. Our excavator uncovered a facility being used to manufacture automatic machine troopers. We must destroy the facility before mass production begins. Assemble a team and destroy this facility. This can get... Should probably have to switch you out. I think about it. Oh well.
I'm no stranger to landing behind enemy lines.
but I just can't get used to those lines being drawn on American soil.
Don't get used to it. Stay focused on the mission. Getting to the war factory.
The one the bastards built smack dab in the center of town, right on Main Street, USA? How could I ignore that?
We're not gonna ignore it. We're gonna take it out. Pull yourself together, Barnes.
Long-range laser rifle that fires 3-round bursts.
We got hostiles! They're holed up there! Hey, get down! Get down! No!
Have you up in a jiffy?
Ow.
You're okay.
I owe you.
Commander, you're wounded. Going in. Keep on!
Get him up, damn it!
On it!
Yep. Let's just start over.
Shh! Up there.
Make him hurt. Blob out.
Drawing a bead. Shield! Hit him hard! Grenade! We're through the shield! Hit it down!
Keep the pressure on him! Lifting!
Going in.
That's the kill!
Repositioning.
Commander, okay? Target eliminated! Commander down!
I need a hand here.
I'll get you back on your feet.
Set up some cover.
Shields up!
You can't leave me here.
Don't you give up yet. You're okay. Need a
Going in.
That's your target.
Attacking your target!
Attack!
Taking A.
Almost got it down! That's the last of them.
Listen, Carter. I didn't mean to lay that heavy shit on you earlier.
No, I get it. What they're doing to our towns. Our people.
Nothing in my war years prepared me for this.
These are your war years, Barnes. Here we go.
See us! Enemies engaged!
Hit it hard! Get those stims ready! Blob out! Shield orb, there!
Activating stems!
Taking aim! Set up a diversion!
It's almost dead! Keep it up! We're setting ducks! Need orders!
Holy Christ. What a mess.
Bastards just move right in, don't they?
He's making more of them! Take cover! Grenade! Watch it! Incoming drone! Hey, the shields are up! That's the kill! Grenade! Grenade! Get down!
Wounded. Healing engaged. Hit it hard. Stims.
Stems ready!
Throwing a blob. Up and away.
Taking the shot!
Really, you can't get...
Hit the area, hard!
Ordnance inbound!
Diversion, there! Take down its defenses!
This'll distract
Set up some cover!
Now, while it's waiting!
Take it down!
Taking aim!
Focus on that one! can get in where that oversized son of a bitch came out. Let's go.
I have a feeling we might have cheated the system by killing it the way we killed it. Come on. Equipment acquired. Increased weapon damage against enemies without shields.
We're in.
Damn, Carter. Nothing gets to you, does it?
Not if I can help it.
It's just... they're taking everything.
But they're gonna have to go through us to get it.
Equipment, yep. Alright, no, because Rag is dispatched. That's just me. If I do this, I can keep myself down here. This is equipment, it's a new pulse. And a kinetic accelerating. What do you have? So you have the shield, so you could actually do armor piercing, armor target, and shields armor piercing.
Contact! They've got a commander! Contact! Lifting it! Deploying blob! Take it down! It's mine! That's your target!
Firing on your target!
Get that bastard's attention!
Come on, you dumb bastards! How about some healing? I'm hit!
Keep the pressure on him! Going around!
Almost got it down!
Shields are down! Hit it now! They're pushing! What do we do? I'm out!
Oh.
Cover there!
On my way!
Draw its fire!
Come on out and fight, you bastards! Ah!
We need a boost! Activating Sims!
That's a solid hit!
Healing engaged.
Holy crap. There's just so many of them.
They're closing in! Orders!
I'm going in.
Blob out!
Area secure.
Power core. That console over there controls it. That did it.
Scatter laser.
They're shielded. We're through its shield. Let's hit it.
Take cover, sniper! Take it down!
Attacking your target.
Focus on that one.
Copy. Targeting.
Throwing a blob!
Did I miss?
It's gonna be fine. Get behind. He's back with us.
We're sitting ducks! Need orders!
Ready up, gentlemen. These don't go down easy.
Take cover!
Moving.
Going now! Up and away!
These ones have armor. In position.
Take it down!
This one's mine.
Focus on that target!
It's mine.
Get its attention!
Come on, you dumb bastards.
Stims!
Stem's ready.
Walk it off!
Prone.
Healing!
Get down.
bring it down a notch. Get that bastard's attention!
Come on out and fight, you bastard! Weakening target!
We're all dead. Let's get moving.
You did it, Carter. Hell, if that don't give a man hope.
I'm your CO, Barnes, not your shrink. Just be ready to get us out of here.
Carter, you just saved this whole sector.
This sector will be saved when we shut this place down. Ready for extraction. See you at the LZ, Barnes.
Copy that, Agent Carter.
Something's really short. I like it. Laser pulse rifle, kinetic accelerating pack. I forgot what it did. I only get 40. That was a bit more than 40 to die, but 40 enemies to die, but we only killed 34. And dang.